I got my license, I interviewed 11 different brokerages locally, anywhere from Coldwell Banker, Century 21. We have some flat fee shops around here, like what's called World Impact. I think they're local, or at least Florida related, regional. And a lot of them seem very similar, so some of them have really great local training. Some had just really super friendly people. Other ones had better cuts. I was very interested in Keller Williams at first. I was about to pull the trigger on Keller Williams because I loved, as an investor mindset, I love the concept of having the passive income that their profit sharing model offered on top of the capping model. Some of these other brokerages that don't have caps blew my mind. I was like, wait, so if I make $1 million this year and I'm at a 70-30 split or an 80-20 split or 60-40 split, I'm going to pay you like 200, 300 or 400 grand. They're like, yeah, but we provide so much value and we have this listing presentation and we have the brand. We're going to bring you people. I'm like, yeah, but that's a lot of money I'm gonna have to give you, and then you talk to someone at Keller Williams, like it's whatever their cap is, I was like, sweet. Until I went out to an event out in California where I met a guy named Chris Bounds, who's a stellar individual. And I met Chris in California and he told me about the eXp model, which is where I am. And so as a brand new agent, I came to eXp. I did not have any prior experience, didn't know the difference between, a house and a condominium or a townhouse or how to contract. I knew nothing about real estate, right? So I am definitely like the poster child of coming as a fresh agent into eXp and taking the tools and systems that eXp offered and helping me flourish from there. So one thing that really helped me as a new agent with eXp was the mentor program. I had a local mentor that was absolutely stellar. And as a new agent with an eXp, you typically are assigned a mentor for your first 3 transactions. And that mentor is there to help you guide you through them. I was still a full-time Air Force officer at the time, so it wasn't like I could train with her on a daily. She's like, hey, you could be by my hip for the next 6 to 9 months, however long it takes you to get 3 transactions, or we can just do 1 phone call a week. She's like, whatever you want. And I said, okay, this is perfect. It's exactly what I needed. I didn't want a brand that required me to be in the office every Thursday at 9 a.m. for training. I didn't want to have to sit floor duty to answer the damn phone as like some glorified secretary. That was not my goal. My goal was to, add value and get sales. And so the eXp model of the lowest cap around, on top of great splits with fantastic new agent training, with equity options where I could grow stocks like passively, and on top of the revenue share side, which was huge for me. I know I'm not out there being a full-time recruiter. There are some people who do that, and it's fantastic because I think it's good for the company to grow producing agents. Now, do I want every agent to be a full-time recruiter? No, not by any means. But I do want attractive agents who are able to attract producing agents into the company for sure. Yeah, so like that was it, man. So there's just so many aspects of eXp that really resonated with me. I'm a millennial through and through. I hate paperwork, so I loved it. I loved the tech side of it. I love the fact that we could be virtual for 90% of what we do with the company. Yeah, so it just really resonated, and I've loved it, man. It's been a wild ride, and I'm not regretting it by any means. Plan on sticking with them for the foreseeable future. I don't plan on I've had a lot of people try to recruit me out of the company, for sure. Once you do 50 million in sales, a lot of people will start to notice. But their sales pitches just aren't very good. I'll be honest. I come over and there's a high-end German brokerage around here, like an international brokerage that came in and tried to invite and recruit me. And I sat down and I said, okay, what do you got, guys? Tell me. If I come to you and I bring my 50 million in sales and I do the same thing here, what does my bank account look like? What support do I have? Tell me. They're like, well, we have an 80-20 split. I was like, okay, what if I make $1 million this year though? What's my cap? What's my split? Like, okay, maybe we'll give you a 90-10. I was like, okay, so even at that point, I'm giving you $100,000, right? They're like, yeah, but we have the brand. I'm like, cool. What else do you have? And they're like, we have a really good listing presentation. I'm like, cool. What else? And they're like, that's it. And so I told them the model that we have with eXp. And, I was like, effectively, I paid my broker last year after making, a little over 7 figures in commission. I paid my broker like $7 grand, like $7,500, something like that. And they're like, there's no way that's possible. I'm like, yeah, it is possible. So I kind of flipped around. Here's the eXp model. So it was good, whatever. Again, growing relationships, adding value where we can. And so, anyway, the roundabout answer, I'm at eXp. I freaking love it, man. It's been wonderful for me. Have some great people around me. I love the camaraderie. I love the teamwork. And I'm looking forward to the future.
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome too, and I want to thank you for coming to eXp, because if you weren't here, Matt, by deductive theory, I wouldn't be here either, and I'm
True.
super grateful for the opportunity and the chain of events that happened after you joined eXp as well. But just a note for all the new agents out there who who have these misconceptions, who don't understand kind of how this works. They think eXp is for experienced agents only. They don't think they can actually have success here. Clearly, that is not true. As much as I hate to say it, as much as people don't want to hear it, if you're not having success as a new agent at eXp, it's not because of the brokerage. It's probably because of you. If you don't want to hear it, you don't want to hear it. Turn the podcast off. Don't ever listen to me again.
Tell them to go read Extreme Ownership, and they'll hopefully change their mindset there.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, extreme ownership. But Matt did it as a brand new agent. He had the work ethic, and he was able to be successful and did 50 million last year in his first full time year in real estate. So